Fucking trigger happy Americans.
Hello and welcome to the final podcast, the last podcast you'll ever listen to.
Booze, brews, and horror movie reviews. Your final bros have survived.
We are here with Brian Hotboy LaGrasta.
I love to cave dive, you guys, and we are joined by Shane. I've given up spelunking to stare at women out my window for hours, Smith.
I'm not Paul Rudd in Halloween 6, so I don't know what you're talking about.
And we are here with Mike the Cannibal Gypsy.
You ask me, this episode's gonna be a real hullabaloo.
Ooh, and the Matt.
Maddie, how's your stomach? You good?
It's okay.
Are we good?
I'm not Maddie 2 shits yet.
You're Maddie no shits.
I'm Maddie 1 shit.
Oh! He took a shit before he came
Maddie
here.
real shits.
Okay.
All right. Well, today
Let's hope that changes.
we are in sequel September, of course. The greatest month of the year. We only review good movies in sequel September, as you know.
Well, we did Freddy Part 2.
Yes.
Freddy's Revenge last week, so that was the kickoff to sequel September. So we were already coming in from a deficit.
I disagree.
And do we go up from there?
Fuck no.
Maybe we just plateau. I mean,
I know, because we definitely have, this is going to have some peaks and valleys. Like, we're going to dip, we're going to go
Are you
back
saying
up.
that because we're in the caves?
yeah, it's a Descent Part 2.
I like that.
Yes.
One of Shane's favorite horror movies ever, and look, we know Shane, we love Shane, is The Descent, the first Descent.
Is, one of my favorite horror movies of all time.
Which should have been the only Descent. But there's a second Descent.
Yes.
We know Shane, we love Shane. Brian, you want to know what's really interesting? While watching this movie, Shane was like, man, I wish from now on the movies we watch only had whites in them.
He did say
He said that.
I've heard he said that.
Yeah.
That's an insane statement that I never made.
There is also... Is it true that you said that you'd like to be in an environment with the women so you could corner them in the caves so they can't really go anywhere?
No. That's an absurd statement.
Implication kind of thing?
No, I'm not Dennis from It's Always Sunny.
But you're like more like Cave Dennis.
See, that's boat Dennis. You're like cave.
Yeah.
No.
I'm going to start calling you Cave Shane.
That's crazy. I don't like that nickname. I think we're going to knock that nickname
Do you
out
want to
right
be
now.
in that situation where like there's water and then there's like 2 inches and then there's cave?
No.
So you could just like
Barely breathe underwater.
barely get your nose out.
Yeah,
the
no,
water.
that sounds like a nightmare. You know what else sounds like a nightmare? The Descent to Existing.
Oh, okay.
So, in the original Descent, right, the movie ends in the traditional British ending. You think she gets out of the cave, but then you find out she didn't. They have the flash of her daughter. It's very bleak and sad. Apparently, Americans couldn't handle that, so the ending is actually her escaping the cave. Now, it could just end it like that, and that would have been fine. But no, this is America, and we need to make sequels. So we now have our main character in the hospital where the worst sheriff in America is believing that this girl has killed all of her friends in the cave. So to find them, he decides to bring this clearly traumatized girl who doesn't remember anything into the cave, even though she may be a suspect for murder?
Yeah, that's correct.
How is that the plot of this movie, and how did that get approved?
Do you ever think that like you bring your primary suspects back to the scene of the crime?
Uncuffed.
Uncuffed with really unarmed spelunking crew
Yes.
is what we get in this movie. And a deputy and a sheriff, a spelunking crew, and the girl that he believes murdered a bunch of people, or at least that's what he thinks because she has all of their blood on her.
And none of her own.
And none of her own.
Sounds like the worst detective work of all time. I know he's not a detective. He's just a fat cop in West Virginia or something, but
I mean, it ain't great.
it's not great.
I've seen better.
Oh, God.
Cool.
Yeah.
He does kind of look like
Donald Sutherland.
or Clancy.
Clancy Brown,
He
yeah.
does. He kind of does.
He's the dumbest character we've reviewed in a while. In terms of like, it's not like a college kid who's like just stupid. Like, this is supposed to be like a sheriff who is just so dumb. Like, the caving people even are like, yeah, if you bring your gun, like, it's going to cave in and we're all going to die. And
Yeah.
he's like, where I go, my gun goes.
I think it oversteps. I feel like the small town sheriffs, what they typically try to do is maintain order as much as they can because they don't have a lot of resources. This guy just tries to do way too much, but ends up absolutely doing nothing.
Yeah.
Really, like his storyline in the cave is pretty purposeless. In fact, we'll get into more of the details later when we go through the scene by scene. But he pretty much causes the cave in for Kath. Like,
100%.
100%.
He like kind of ruins their time
He's
in the
fucking
cave.
warned about his gun too. He's like, yeah, you did that impression.
Yeah.
Yeah, he kind of causes this whole movie to happen.
Well, he does because he brings her into the cave. I'm going to get upset.
I love cave Shane.
Because,
I love
like,
Shane. Yeah, Shane wishes he was in the cave. He wishes he would fuck in the cave.
well, you would fuck in the cave.
Who wouldn't fuck in the cave?
Right, but like,
That's true.
everything about this movie is so I think you've said this multiple times. You hate when a movie is unnecessary,
Yeah, it's
and
worse.
that's what this movie is. Like, none of this actually needs to happen. And when you're watching something where you're like, why is this even happening? It's really bad.
I guess my other point to a movie like this is in the realm of it not needing a sequel is because the first movie, I think it did a good job of like mixing in the horror elements. You don't see them as much. This movie really felt like they overkilled the actual creatures in the cave.
It's a cave slasher.
It was like I felt like an action movie.
Yes.
Like they just kept throwing them at them like bodies after bodies after bodies.
Bodies,
And I'm like,
bodies.
yeah, and like there's no horror element to this movie whatsoever.
No, because they even took away the claustrophobic nature of them being lost.
Yeah.
Because they try to do it that one time, like you said, the water scene where they could barely breathe. But like,
Well, so that one girl's
And
also
Kath.
trapped.
Yeah, that was
trap, but like, I
which
don't
is
know.
probably my worst nightmare.
Yeah, the first movie just does it better. I think because
better.
they're like truly lost. And at that point, you don't know there's monsters in the cave either. You truly think you're just watching a claustrophobic caving movie, and then like,
Which is why, in general, it's just really hard for sequels to replicate that, like the success of the first
Yes.
movie. Because the first movie, there's an element of like the unknown, which adds the horror. That's why it's really hard for secondary movies and tertiary movies to like really like capture it
because you know what's coming.
Because you know what's coming. Yeah, you have to like kind of like create another hook to like make the movie interesting. Like that's what Smile 2 did like so well.
Oh yeah, Smile 2 is so good.
But like a lot of sequels can't do that because you already know what's coming. That's why this movie, I would have argued, you already know what they look like in small doses. You didn't need this. Nobody cares about the missing kid. Like they all like nobody cares. The fact that we have to care about this town that supposedly wants to look for them.
right.
Who cares?
And the thing is, right, if you've just come off the first movie and you're seeing this, you're like, well, why? They're going in the cave to look for them, but we, as the viewer, already know they're all dead.
Yeah.
Because we watched them all die. And the fact that this movie has the fucking balls to bring back Juno, even though there is no fucking way
She survived.
she is surviving an attack from 10 of them with an injured leg, is such a slap in the face to the first movie.
I agree because she is a great character. Like
I loved her.
That's the thing I'll say about this. The First Descent. All of the chicks are great. They're
Yes.
like a great set of characters who have internal conflict. Our problem with this movie, they don't have any of that. Like, there's no internal conflicts going into the cave.
No.
There's no character issues. Like, just because like there's like a pissing contest between the sheriff and the lead cave diver a little
cares?
bit. Nobody really cared about that. There was no internal turmoil like there was with the whole like Juno and Sarah.
Yeah.
Like the background issues that they had going in. You get kind of like issues at the end when you find out that Juno is not dead. But it's like too little, too late, and it's still like it kind of depreciates the value of the ending of the first movie.
Yeah, because I kind of like that. Like once Sarah figures out that Juno was sleeping with her husband, like Sarah kind of sacrifices Juno to escape.
Yeah.
And it kind of, like I said, bringing Juno back, it actually takes so much away from that scene because like Juno didn't die.
But the
Like,
good news is they explain in great detail how she escaped.
I love being preached to
it's so painful.
about how and why characters should survive things.
Don't you love just getting beaten over the head with something?
yeah,
I like
it's the
getting
best.
beaten over the head with Maddie Four Shits.
Oh my god, it's so bad.
Matt,
Alrighty.
you got a Choco Teeny over there?
I do indeed.
You guys want to hear something absolutely nuts?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
I cooked
Oh
before I
my
started.
god!
You know what it is? I haven't been able to get mine because I have a cat on my lap.
Yeah, it's
but
true. You're restricted.
Pretty
You know what?
sure if you stop petting for even 2 seconds,
She starts licking my arm. So it's okay because what we're going to do is I'm going to take a sip because I'm going to segue us into the spooky pit.
Okay, The Descent Part 2, released in 2009. After surviving alone from a traumatic experience in the Appalachian cave system, Sarah is brought back to the depths with a search and rescue team to find her missing friends. This film was directed by John Harris, and it stars this treasure trove of Michael J. Reynolds, Shauna McDonald, Jessica Williams, Douglas Hodge, Josh Dallas, Anna Skellern, Gavin O'Hurley, and Kristen Cummings. And if you have not watched the final podcast ever or listened to us, please know that we are the podcast that's going to review a horror movie weekly. We will go scene by scene with a very detailed and somewhat ridiculously humor-filled review, and follow that up with our scoring of the film from a 0 Steven Seagals to a 10 spelunking Steven Seagal, which we would all like to see,
Yes.
which I'm sure has happened at some point, but we have to dive that filmography a
Yeah,
little bit.
we got to go down.
Because that would be just absolutely fantastic. Steven Seagal in a cave. I'm just thinking about it would be
Actually, yeah, like Steven Seagal rescuing cavers.
like literally the dream.
If Steven Seagal was the sheriff in this movie.
Epic.
Yeah.
just think about it. Steven Seagal, giant trench coat, cave.
Against those creatures, I would love it. It would be like Against the Dark, but like
Yes, but
in
better.
the cave. Yeah, it'd be fantastic.
With an extremely young girl by his side.
100%. And then, of course, we would wrap up that whole scenario with Shane's eulogy. We would do the best kill, most memorable kill, best kill of the movie. We decide. Shane gives the eulogy. It's a good program. We enjoy it. It's a fun program.
Love it.
It's the final podcast. You should subscribe on the YouTube.
Very serious show we do here.
Yeah, no, we only do the most serious stuff.
All right, I'm ready to talk about The Descent Part 2. Where can they find this movie? Where can the people find The Descent Part 2?
I believe we watched it for free.
It's on Amazon. I asked the question. I knew the answer. It was
Okay,
Amazon.
because I always forget because we watch so many movies. But yes, free on Amazon if you're a Prime subscriber.
And you know that it'll probably go away tomorrow. So.
Yes, that is the
That's
classic
how it
move
works.
of Amazon. So this movie. All right. So it starts with Sarah being rescued, being brought to the hospital. She's in the hospital. She's beat up. She doesn't remember anything from the last year because she still thinks her daughter is alive.
Have you ever went on a cave spelunking trip? Your daughter dies pre-trip. So your friends kind of do this for you to name the cave in your name. And then all your friends die in the cave. You escape and you just forget what happened.
No, I'm going to say that's
While finding out that your husband's
cheating on you with Juno.
yeah.
Yeah, that's never happened. I've never experienced that.
And
Have
then
you guys?
fed Juno.
Can't
For
say
the
that
wolves.
that's happened.
Supposedly.
Yo, so
Okay, we'll get
this
to that.
fucking guy.
Oh, you mean Ed?
Yeah.
I hate jumping forward, but I also hated the ending of this
Okay, yeah.
movie.
So hold on. Just let me get to that, and then we'll talk about
He almost kills a deer at the beginning. You know what's crazy? About like 2 weeks ago, I saw a deer get hit
Really?
and get up and just run away.
Wow, what a champ!
Just took a... Yeah. I mean, I was literally
crazy.
talking about this like the other day with Caitlin, because we do see a lot of like dead deer where we live. And I always think like if you hit a deer, like no one's equipped to put the deer out of its misery. So do you just like hit it and leave it?
Well, no, most of the time, like, because you got to think if you're hitting a deer going fast, your car is fucked. So you got to call like police or a tow truck probably, because like your whole windshield's gonna probably be smashed.
Oh, 100%. I'm
Yeah.
not talking about like the vehicle. I'm talking about the deer.
Oh yeah, I would assume you just wait till the police get on scene and they put the deer down.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, yeah, you're right. Like it's going to destroy your car.
Yeah.
So like my thing is like on the highway, right? And you see all the deer on the
Yeah.
shoulder. Are they put there like post death?
Yeah, they just throw them to the sides until like
So like and 1 and 2 and 3.
yeah, I'm like I'm not 100% like positive, but I'm pretty sure like once the deer is like gone, they throw it to the side till like the animal people come and pick up the carcass.
Dude, that's so fucked up. Okay, so a deer gets fucking railed on the
Not
highway,
only
right?
gets railed, it gets its entire lineage is destroyed.
And then it waits for someone to actually finish the job, kill it, and then throw it 10 feet to the side.
Until they come and pick up the body. Yeah.
And then what did they do with the carcass? Did they burn
dispose
it?
of it. They probably just
If
burn
the
it.
police get
I would
there on
assume-
scene, they do the chalk where the deer was. They heave it on the side and they call it a day.
You know what's crazy? He's probably not even qualified to
Shoot a
dive
deer.
deep on a deer case.
No, he's not. He's the worst cop.
Which
of all
is
time.
ironically the title of my 54th book, Deer Case.
I actually think that's the first one I would read.
I think
that actually sounds really intriguing.
I think I have a rewrite for this movie.
Oh,
Let's
we're-
not, or you want to crack that out? We should probably explain the movie. And
Okay.
We'll get back to the rewrite.
All right. So we're in the hospital. The cop comes in. She doesn't remember anything. Okay, that's fine. So their idea, we already discussed it, is they're going to take Sarah back into the cave with these three, what are they called? Like search and rescue cave divers. So it's going to be Sarah, sheriff, deputy sheriff, and the three cave explorers. And they're going to be brought to this mine because the dogs sniff out like one of the victims' blood. So they're going to go to the mine. This brings us to the old guy, Ed, which is what I wanted to get to, where Ed is going to be hoisting them down the mine shaft via elevator. And he gives this wink, right?
To the sheriff, to Deputy Rios.
And this pissed me off so much because of the ending, which I'll let Mike talk about because he's the one who wanted to bring it up. But it frustrated me.
That's fair.
Like, if you want to say what you were going to say, Mike,
You
now.
think that was like a good luck wink?
No, it shouldn't have even existed. There shouldn't be a wink.
Oh, you were saying that? I thought this man was, at first, like when I first, because this is the second watch I've seen this movie, I thought the first movie was more or less like this guy was just trying to make game.
Right.
Like, check out my Yankees cap, yo, what up?
Yeah,
Rios?
same. But
My thing is why is there a villain? Why does there need to be
Yeah,
a villain?
no.
yes, exactly.
Oh,
And
that's-
I didn't want to steal your thunder. I agree with
That's
you.
my only thing.
We needed some human to take care of these obvious creatures who hate human beings. We needed that element. We needed what's that girl from the Golden Girls? Betty White? We
Yes.
need her to take care of the alligators in Lake Placid. We need Ed to take care of the obviously subterranean creatures in the Descent Part 2.
I do think
how does he care for them?
so. He puts the deer at the hole. Their feeding hole, right, where the deputy sheriff crawls out of at the end, and he puts her back there. Spoiler. That's where he puts the deer. So he feeds them their food. But how did that happen? They don't speak English.
Yeah.
So how did he fucking communicate? I was gonna feed you through the feedy hole.
There's the how element. I'm more or less, and maybe with Mike agrees, I'm more or less concerned about the why element.
That's a good point too. And I think I can explain the why.
Okay.
Which is, it's not going to really explain it. He mentions his great grandpappy was one of the original miners in the cave. And isn't the idea that the miners got lost in the cave and they slowly over time turned into the creatures? Is that the idea they were
think
going
so.
for?
I think they're going for
I
that.
think he's been feeding grandpappy all these years.
You think he's just feeding his grandpappy?
Yeah.
So he essentially adopted
All of the creatures
The
because
entire
of colony, because of his
colony of
grandpappy.
creatures.
That's-
That's so fucking dumb.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah. Well, because he's feeding this whole colony of subterranean, but to be honest with you, to be really honest, that would have to occur over a trillion years.
Yeah.
That type of de-evolution would not happen in 50 years. Her grandpappy.
How the idea if you just put 14 white miners, not children, but miners, into a cave, over 50 years they turn to bat creatures.
Yeah, especially white miners.
Why? Yeah, why'd you throw that in
Yeah,
there?
dude, you throw these white cave splunkers in there, they're just gonna bat up.
You know, I made that joke earlier. How he wanted this movie to be all whites, and then you confirmed my false joke.
I like a good bit.
Leave
What
it
can
to
I
white,
say?
he just fucking turn into a bat.
I can't. I like a good bit. What can I say?
Shane's a slave to a good bit. Oh
loves
God,
it.
why'd I say that? Why'd I say slave? Okay, in any case, fuck me. So I think they start going down here because Ed made this bullshit excuse that his dog picked up a scent.
Yes.
and
Well,
that's
no, the police dog picked up the scent.
but we was with Ed, right?
Yes, you're right. You're right.
And then they're like, oh, it's by this old, like, broken down chapel, and that's like where one of the mining entrances was.
So they send our cast of characters down.
They get a wink.
They get the wink. Oh, the wink. And then they just fucking explore the cave. They slowly come across clues that the girls are dead, like a girl's dead body that's been torn apart.
Just like corpses. They're not, I think
clues.
one of the first corpses that they discover is like completely eaten. It's like this chick. I forgot the names of the old chicks. I know they do like some momentary flashbacks. I know you see that girl Beth that's like suspended in the air.
Yes.
But there's the one girl that's completely like eaten.
You know what's crazy is that's the only one I don't remember the name, because Beth was the one. Then there was Holly, which was the first girl that got killed.
I remember Beth was one of the ones where it's like really sweet, really nice.
I think that was Beth.
Yeah, I think
Beth
so
was, like,
too.
the sweetheart.
Yeah.
There's two girl names I'm not remembering. It's Sarah, Juno, Beth, Holly.
I'll tell you right now.
Thank you.
There you go, Maddie.
Sarah, Juno, Beth, Rebecca, Sam, and Holly.
Rebecca and Sam.
Rebecca,
obviously,
yeah.
Okay. I believe Sam is the first one they find.
Yes, I think so. I think
believe
you're
so.
right. Which one was the one that was like incredibly gifted at cave diving? Because you remember
Holly.
Holly, yeah,
Holly.
she was so good at it.
See,
And then she fucking dies like a chick.
so, but the issue was fucking. Holly thought she was in a easy fucking Borneo cave or whatever, and Juno lied to them.
Yeah.
Like, she fucking played them. Like,
Well, Juno, she's a spicy one.
she's
That Juno.
super hot.
You love Juno.
I think she's so hot.
Imagine you in a cave. You plus Juno in a cave equals
Probably good conversation.
just good conversation. Good
Yeah,
winks.
really, yeah, good winks. I'd be editing her all day. I just be like, you like that?
Whoa.
How wet are you?
There's
Do you want me to wink it one more time?
yeah. Yeah, I'm leaking.
So on the way down, the sheriff kind of tries to take lead of the pack, but
Yes.
I think that Dan, who's like the lead, I think you have Dan, you have Greg, and you have Kath.
Yes, Kath.
Okay, so if this guy, this Clancy Brown ripoff, wasn't a complete troglodyte, he would know that, like, oh, I should listen to the cave people.
Oh, they're the expert.
and
That's
the
why.
cave dwellers.
That's why. Yeah, Dan just like no down here. He's like I'm taking point.
To be fair, another thing that really pissed me off about this movie is I actually feel like if Dan was as experienced as they made him out to be, he actually would have not gone down in the cave with the gun.
Yeah,
Because it's an unnecessary hazard. Like,
yeah. I think Dan could have been better
yeah.
for sure. I also agree, but I also don't think the sheriff should have taken point.
No.
The sheriff just throughout this whole movie is kind of like pointless and makes bad decisions for the entire group. Matt, you have something to say?
I was rooting for him to die from the start.
The sheriff? Yeah. Dude, he takes this movie, like, this is not a good movie to start, and he actually takes points away from the movie even more. He's so insufferable.
Well,
he's a trog.
Yeah.
he makes the first, I would say, critical error since they come down here when he gets rattled, takes that shot, and then causes a cave-in.
Yeah.
Which basically puts Kath in jeopardy, puts the whole team in jeopardy, really, because they try to get the Kath, but Kath is like then blocked in.
Yes.
And as she refers to it, she's in a boulder choke, which
Yes.
I don't know if that's a British thing or an
I'm
Irish
gonna say
thing.
it's British.
Okay. But she's basically caved in. But she's in a boulder choke.
So let's talk about how that happens, which is they get to the fucking chamber. We're gonna call it the chamber.
I like that terminology. I always did.
And in the chamber, they're gonna find the camera.
I thought they were gonna find the secrets.
They're gonna well, it is a secret. They're gonna find the camcorder and they're gonna watch back the tape.
Okay.
And while you're watching back the tape, they see the creature.
Okay.
And then Sarah's PTSD is going to start kicking. She's like, oh, yeah, all my friends are dead. There's creatures. She's going to fucking hit the fucking sheriff, fucking hit him.
Okay.
And then she's going to take off. And he's going to be like, yo, I'm a fucking troglodyte. And he's going to start blasting like he's Danny DeVito and It's Always Sunny.
Okay.
And that's going to cause a cave-in. And then Kath's boulder is going to start getting choked like she's at a System of a Down concert.
That's just a dick choke.
It is. But yeah, so that's how the cave-in starts because Sarah remembers, she runs away. The sheriff instantly shoots, and then obviously all the rocks. Jimmy. I'm gonna say Jimmy.
Now, was there any of these people in like a relationship? I don't think so. Like the cave divers, because they kind of made it like Greg.
They give you hints that they're in a throuple.
I agree.
What?
With Kath?
Yes, because I thought Dan and Kath were like either dating or a thing, but I also thought the other guy and Kath were in a thing.
Agreed.
So I'm like, yo, is this like a caving throuple?
Wait, I thought the older dude was just like a father figure, but you think he's like...
Well, maybe they do like a little father-daughter role play.
He's like, no, wood's no good. Oh, no. He said actually, he's like, he prefers wood to the metal.
Yeah.
He's like, at least with the wood, if you could hear it when it breaks. With the metal, you can't.
Yes, because the metal doesn't give you a hint that it's breaking. It's crazy stuff.
Yeah,
I like this throuple thing, though. It's awesome.
I got the same vibe, actually. Yeah. I don't know if this is like a non-American thing, but I kind of got the vibe that they were swingers a little bit.
Right. They're either from Britain or the southeast region of Florida.
Oh my God. What do they swing down there?
Yeah, there's a whole town filled with swingers.
They swing in the glades?
Yeah, they put up these like flags that tell what type of swingers they are. I'm not even
and if
making
you're
this
like
up.
the same type of swinger, you just like knock on the door.
Yep.
You're like, hey, it's me. That's pretty cool. We should go down
You're
there.
gonna swing, take a swing.
Yeah, we going.
Shane, real quick, would you throw away your life as you know it currently, your friends, your family, to join a cave throuple?
No.
Oh,
I quite enjoy my life, actually, so I'm not joining the cave
you have a
throuple.
good life, but I also don't want to like. I would like to press this a little bit further because I do think there's a number. What is the number for you to abandon all your friends and where you live? Like, what's that? What is that threshold?
Like money
Yeah.
wise? Well, okay, so when you say like where do I have to go?
Like basically you get what your dream is, like an isolated island, or you get your own house, whatever you want, but you can no longer associate with your friends and family.
Oh, that's actually tough.
It's really dark.
Because
And you'd have to quit on the fans, this podcast, obviously everybody that listens to you and respects you.
No, it's honestly, so the thing is money's lit,
Oh, it's very good.
but like at the same time,
is it worth
it's
all that?
not worth it because like it's awesome to have like $10 million, but like what is $10 million by myself gonna do me?
Yeah, but like you could find new people.
I'm old, man. I don't want to find new people.
Well, you could also do this. You could do like you can have all of the strippers and coke whores you want, and you can do all the drugs that you want.
Right.
Of course, it would be a detriment to your health, like long term.
Right, I'm
but
not trying to live the fucking Danny DeVito It's Always Sunny lifestyle in the later seasons.
You could
Like-
literally be the Wolf of Wall Street. You could literally be the Wolf of the Caves.
Yeah, but I don't want that. I kind of like my friends and my family.
So you wouldn't. There's
like,
actually not a number.
I don't think so.
Wow.
Not to go, like go off by myself. That doesn't-
I love this growth that you've had. 'Cause I feel like 10 years ago this would not have been the same
You've
answer.
grown a lot, and I'm proud of you. However, I would do it for relatively cheap.
I feel like there was a time where Shane would just send each and every individual friend into space without a space shuttle for money.
Nah, yeah, I maybe back then. Nah, I couldn't now.
Nah,
We're all
okay.
so close, and like
I
it's
agree.
not worth changing.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
You need the communication. You need the caves. You need the cave system.
like if I took 10 million, would I make us all live in a cave for a year? Yeah, I mean, your wife's gonna have to deal with living in a cave for a year because I want the 10 mil. But to like abandon everyone for like say 10 mil, I don't think I'm gonna do that.
What if the throuple consisted of you're the guy,
Okay.
and then there's two girls. There's no other guy.
I'm cool where I'm at. Is that a hot take?
I'm flustered.
Honestly, there's really not much else to say to go off of because we expected quite the opposite.
Really?
I mean, I love the answer. It's very sweet. Speaking of sweet, so the sheriff takes the shot that causes the cave in for
Yes.
Kath
Yes.
because he's the first one that interacts with a creature.
No, that's good. Remember Sarah hits him.
Oh, that's right.
Okay,
Yeah.
to be fair, you're right. He is the first one to interact with a creature because he chases Sarah. But while he's chasing Sarah, he runs into the creature, and then he takes the shot.
It's a terrible shot.
Awful shot. One of the worst I've ever seen.
Kat's like speech to Dan while they're on the walkies when she's caving is really sad. She puts full trust in them to get her out, and then I think it was Rios that's just like, "Yo, don't lie to her, because we're not getting her out."
Yeah, so this is one of those things. It's like a small cave gold nugget covered in a pile of shit. Because I actually think Kat's acting when she's in the boulder choke, where she's just saying "okay," but like you see the tears.
It's really good.
Incredible.
I agree.
I actually think it's incredible.
Yeah, it kind of hit me because
Yeah.
it's like that realization that she's like scared for her life truly
Yes.
because she can tell that like they're not going to be able to get to her.
Yes, I actually think she does the best job in the entire movie in that one scene.
Agreed. That scene was definitely that is one of the two uncomfortable moments. I do agree with you guys
Yeah.
because she's like. It actually gets worse because she actually tries to get out herself.
Yes.
And there is a boulder that legitimately, when there's a creature trying to get to her, traps her.
Yeah.
And she's like stuck. And that is fucking scary.
Yes, and that's why this movie actually won't get as low of a rating as you think I might be giving it, because it has those little things where I'm like, if this isn't called The Descent 2, actually has like little moments.
It's just like Boulder Choke the film.
Yes, like if this movie is just called Boulder Choke, like I'm giving it a higher rating.
It was the Descent to Boulder Choke.
For the subtitle, I'll probably give it an 8. But yeah, no,
Could you imagine though? Just
no.
No, yeah.
I would never be in this situation. I've been in a cave before, but like those guided tours
Yeah.
you do in like fucking PA or Montana.
I love those cave
like
tours.
they're fun,
Yeah.
but I'm not in caving gear climbing through like.
Shane likes to analyze the limestone in the water.
I do,
levels.
dude. I love a stalactite drip.
Oh, don't you love when they talk about the years of the stalactites and the stalagmites?
I actually could not be more hard right now.
Are you more of a Mike guy or a tight guy?
Oh, tight guy.
You're a tight guy.
I like a tight. I like a stalactite.
Cool, that's fair.
What about you? You a Mike guy?
I think I might be a Mike guy.
Oh, you're a Mike guy.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's go around the board. What stalactite, stalagmite?
I don't got a clue what we're talking about here.
Okay, so
know
those
what
are those
that means.
things that come down from the top or down
Down
from the bottom, like those long, like I'll call them a cave pillar. And then when they meet each other, tight and might, it becomes a column,
Yes.
as they call it.
Yes,
in
and
cave
you don't get
world.
the drip anymore, and then you get a leak down the whole thing.
Yeah.
I'll take the one that goes from the top.
No,
I think that's a tight, right?
okay, I thought it was reversed.
Oh, no, maybe
I'm
it's a
wrong.
stalagmite.
Can you look up stalactite and stalagmite? 'Cause I definitely like the ones that come from the top more.
Oh shit! If that's, I might have reversed it.
No, I could have reversed it too.
Yeah,
and
man,
I feel bad if I did.
Calvin.
Because I like the ones that come from the top. Because sometimes you'll get that like water
Okay,
drip
well,
down.
then me and you agree. So we just got
Yeah.
to find the terminology.
yeah, we're just off on the terms.
I like that cave drip.
Tight is from the ceiling.
Oh, you're
and
right,
might
Shane.
is from the
So
ground.
yeah, I'm
Shane's
a stalactite
right.
guy.
Shane is right. I'm wrong. Shane is right. I'm just announcing that now. And I'm also a stalactite guy because I like the ones that come from the top.
Yes. Emily, you are sliding off of me. There we go.
Shane, do me a favor and not try to throw the cat off your lap. Oh God! Oh my God!
So, I'm like saving her life. You're a psycho.
My theory on that is she's sick and tired of you.
You know what's crazy in this
That was
film? That the
hilarious.
first dead person in this movie is actually the cave leader, Dan.
Yes. So I guess we should talk about that because everyone kind of disperses because of the cave creatures, and Dan is yelling, and we know this is a catastrophic decision to make.
Correct.
And Rios, right, is the deputy.
The deputy,
So
yeah.
Sarah's gonna grab Rios's mouth and be like, "Don't fucking make a move, or I'll cut you." And then she lets Dan yell, and then Rios witnesses the creatures literally bite Dan's neck off.
Yeah, and then bite his fingers off.
Yes, that too.
Yeah.
And then like Rios is like, "You let him die," and Sarah's like, "Well, did you want to die, you stupid bitch?"
Yeah, I mean, Sarah does not do herself like any favors in this film when she like immediately starts punching them and running off deeper into the cave.
It's that PTSD. It's why you don't bring someone with fucking PTSD into a cave.
Well, she's like an amnesiac. Yeah, she goes into the cave, completely forgetting everything, and then like she starts getting this like these rando memories of what happened, and then she just freaks out.
It's like it's one of those things in this movie again. It's like I actually like understand Sarah's like actions because like if I put myself in her situation and I didn't remember the past year and then out of nowhere I have all these memories come back of fucking monsters in the cave, I might be flipping out and running.
Yeah, and you're 100% going to physically assault the people you're with.
Yes.
Yeah.
Especially that guy, fucking fake Clancy Brown over here.
Oh my god.
I've never wanted someone more dead than that guy.
His character is pretty bad.
Yeah, like he, God.
Do you think he went through like a proper like academy to get his job?
No, he probably went here and was like, "Here's my resume because I'm from West Virginia and we don't have rules here."
How many cops are on that force?
Fucking 2.
Whoa.
I love West Virginia. It's a great
Shane
state.
just trashing the yokels of
I
West
actually
Virginia.
don't. Are they even in West Virginia? They might
Probably
be in,
not.
They're
That's
probably
like-
like upstate New York.
That's wrong turn, dude.
Yeah, I'm mixing up my movies.
I actually don't know. They're in the Appalachia. They might be
Yeah,
in like
Matt,
fucking,
look up where Descent takes place.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I don't think they're
As
in
I
West-
try to-
I mean, it might be. I don't think so though. For sure.
Brian, do you know about the Appalachian lore?
I don't. I wish.
Shane was telling me that people go.
People go missing in the Appalachian.
There's like ghosts out
Appalachia,
there.
yeah.
Ghosts and ghouls.
Crazy country. I think it actually probably covers multiple states. To
It
be
does.
honest.
It does. I'm just curious where Descent takes place.
Yeah, that one I don't.
The Appalachian Mountains, North America.
Thank you, but what states?
Yeah, that's what we're looking for, Matt. Don't tell me the martinis hit you that hard.
No, I'm just reading what it said.
Matt is also done with is Martini as well.
Impressive.
Yeah, it doesn't say. That's what I'm saying.
Can you type in like what states, like specifically? It's got to cover some. In any case, they're gonna go through this cave, right? And I think the next big moment that happens after Dan is dead is that Kath is gonna be like attacked by one of them while
Yes.
she's stuck, and she has to try to get out, and she does work herself out. And if I'm not mistaken, she literally
Kicks the boulder.
kicks the boulder into this dude's head, this creature.
Great head crush
and
scene.
crushes his head.
Great head crush scene. I fantastic.
Some of the kills are not terrible in this movie.
No.
Yeah.
They're not. So now Creature is dead. Kath is out. She's eventually going to run into Greg is the other guy.
Yeah.
So her and Greg, Greg tells Kath that Greg is dead. She punches the shit out of him. But they team up and they do this like wall climb together to hide from the creatures.
I thought that was cool because like they're like kind of like up now on the top of the ceiling of the cave, and like their legs are pressed against the cave walls.
Yes.
And like they're like observing the creature on the bottom. When the creature sees them, they actually like use their feet to climb up the
Yes.
cave. I thought that was cool.
Once again, it is the fucking cherry on the shit sundae where it's like there is so many good scenes littered in this unnecessary movie.
Confirmed North Carolina.
North Carolina.
Interesting.
That's the only one that it states.
See, I like North Carolina. I won't make fun of it like I do West Virginia. Just kidding. I love West Virginia for our West Virginia fans. All
How
one
are
of you.
those crosses on your front lawn? Good? Taking care of those?
That's crazy. Don't take a shot at West Virginia. They have inbred hillbilly cannibals in that state.
Those are your favorite kind of.
I actually assume that's most of the state of West Virginia. It's just inbred hillbilly cannibals.
But how about the sheet stores? You think they're
I'm
run
going
by
after
cannibals?
that,
Sheet, though, you can get Sheets at Pennsylvania.
I know they're also in West Virginia. Though.
True.
I've definitely seen a few in West
Sheets
Virginia.
is probably
Sheetz
the
is
greatest
lit.
thing of all time.
Sheetz is
Besides, Wawa's a little better, but Sheets is pretty great. Hot take, I guess.
Sheets has that fucking soft serve ice cream
It
machine.
does, which
That's
is
sick.
fantastic.
Quick Check is also getting really like a lot better in my
yeah,
opinion.
it is.
What
It's on.
about
It's on the rise.
Buc-ee's, isn't that also?
Oh, Buc-ee's
Oh,
apparently.
Buc-ee's is great. I've been to a Buc-ee's.
apparently-
Nothing touches Buc-ee's.
Apparently it's the goat right now.
100 gas pumps, barbecue,
Where'd you
fresh
go
baked
for
goods.
Buc-ee's? Aren't they in like in Texas?
I went to North Carolina. There's one right in North Carolina.
I thought it was like a Texas grocery store.
I think that's where it originated, but
Oh, okay.
North Carolina now has a big one right off of the Route 195, Route I-95, and it's fantastic.
Have you ever gone to the HEB?
The what?
The HEB.
No,
The Heb.
The Heb. That's just a grocery store in Texas.
I have not. I've never been to Texas.
I mean, neither have I. I'm just naming.
You might go though one day.
Southern grocery stores.
I've been to the Publix.
You love Publix. You can't talk enough about Publix.
Publix is
What
lit.
episode was that where you wouldn't shut the fuck up about Publix?
It was the Earnshaw.
It was the curse of Audrey
Just
Earnshaw.
go to the Publix.
And they just went down to the local Publix.
And that was in what, Virginia? That one? Yeah, right. Okay, so I think
Probably
what
west.
next happens is like as Kath and Greg are like together now, she is like on. So they see Beth suspended from the ceiling,
Yes.
right? She's on Beth, and the creature is also on her in Beth, suspended from the ceiling. So Greg actually jumps,
Sacrifices himself.
sacrifices himself to take down the creature to free up Kath, and he's like gonna fall to his like you'd assume death, but it's not. but,
How
like,
upsetting
falls.
was that for you when Greg is still alive at the very end for 4 seconds?
Didn't really make much sense because that was such a you just see him like kind
It
of
was a
fall
chasm.
into you fall into the abyss like
If you fall into a hole where you don't see the bottom and you're going head and spine first, you don't survive that.
now you know what's so crazy is that was so heroic, and then Kath is literally torn to shreds
Instantly.
shortly after.
Yeah. It was one of those awful. It was basically give Greg his redemption moment for leaving Dan, but it was all for nothing because Kath gets ripped apart. And I was kind of sad to see Kath go. If someone was going to survive, I was hoping it was her. Just because, like I said, she had probably the best acted scene in the movie, so I kind of wanted me rooting for her, but she's dead. And that leaves us with 3 characters. But no, it doesn't. It leaves us with 4.
That's
'Cause
correct.
As Rios and Sarah are together, and they're just fucking killing monsters, right? They end up in a pool puddle. They're bashing things in the pool puddle. We actually get a really good shot of Matt, our producer, going to the poo puddle and dropping his 4th deuce of the day.
That scene is insane. They're like, "Oh my god, what's that smell?" And of course, they had to make sure that they had the creature at that same
Just
moment
actually
go
take a shit.
over and take a shit.
So, did you think that was super unnecessary because it was super obvious they were in the poo hole? Not Albert Poo Holes, but poo hole.
I'm like of the belief of like I kind of like the scene but didn't because like it's like super convenient that it happened, but I also appreciated that it
that they were willing to show the monster like literally take a dump.
yeah, like maybe if they didn't mention it and they were just chilling in there and they just didn't say anything and just saw him go over and shit.
would've
in there,
been better.
It would have been better so the audience could just like not be spoon fed it, but because it just got like okay, well now that you said it, literally the guy's gonna come over and just take their shit in there.
It's kind of
I
wild.
thought it was a super deep and integral point of the movie.
The poo hole.
Man or beast, everyone's shit stinks.
That's a
That's
good
true.
point. Also, they were taking like coffee dumps because that wasn't solid. Like that wasn't like one nice log. That was like multiple soft like.
Stools.
So let's
Yeah.
ask the poo expert, Matt.
Oh boy.
2 shits.
Maddie the producer.
Now, when you get real solid, like that's not like your coffee shits, right? Your coffee shits are liquid.
Sometimes I don't know. It's a mix. That's what poo
You have an
is.
interesting stomach.
Yeah, I was gonna say because if I have like 2 coffees in a day,
Right.
I'm probably staying in some of the outer rim, and I gotta get the scrub brush.
So Matt, I have a question because I've known Matt for quite a while. Matt loves chocolate and coffee. We've been, I've been witnessing this for years. Do you ever take preventative Tums when you know you're going to have coffee, or like, for instance, mass amounts of chocolate?
1000%. Yeah.
You do take preventative.
Yeah, that or like God's candy, Pepto Bismol.
God's candy.
Oh, we'll be talking about Pepto in a couple episodes.
This is true.
So I am a Tums after guy. I will have my like coffee or mass amount of chocolate, give it about a half hour, and then I'll pop in 2 Tums.
Well, yeah, like that. I do that with like alcohol too.
Yeah,
I take it-
alcohol
I take it-
Tums are a
I
mortal
take
lock
it,
if
like,
you have a night of
At the
drinking.
beginning too.
I just want to say you must be on like the next level of knowing your biology and what things are going to hit you when you start taking preventative Tums. Like
Facts.
Caitlin does that
Preventative Tums.
100%, and I'm like, I don't. That's a world that I'm not familiar with.
So I don't take preventative Tums, but I do have, I will say, certain foods. Like if I have Buffalo Wild Wings, I'll take Tums as soon as I'm done eating them, pretty much.
okay.
Like, because I know in an hour this is going to hurt. So I'm like, let me get the Tums acting already.
In a way, that's a level of preventative Tums, but that's like not like pre-Tums. I was
Yeah.
talking like
Yeah.
that's like pre-Tums.
I'm always post. I'm a post guy.
I feel like
Post
sometimes
Malone.
you've probably doubled up. You've pre-Maloned and post-Maloned.
Oh my God.
Were you a bigger fan of Pre-Malone or Post Malone?
Oh, Me and Bryce saw him when he was pre-Malone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Pre-Malone was pretty lit.
Well, because Pre-Malone had 4 songs and 2 of them were White Iverson.
And he'd
Literally,
play it
play-
multiple times
play
at a
the
show.
song Twice
Pretty great.
in his like 20-minute set.
And now he's probably one of the more famous people in doing country
He's
music.
probably now he's like had this like weird country arc, but I still feel like he's like one of the biggest pop stars.
Yeah. I mean, I like Post Malone.
Oh, me too.
I'm going to throw it out there.
100%.
I'm a Post Malone fan. Like his music.
I actually really like the country album. I can't lie.
I haven't listened to it
It's
yet.
really good. I like it. I do like it. Matt, you have a
No, I never listened.
okay. It looked like you had a like you were about to shit all over what I just said.
No, I don't have a cake.
Okay.
Fair. Okay. So let's get back to this. We're out of the shit puddle. We also now have the deputy and Juno. And I love, look, if you're going to bring Juno back, at least you make it that she's a fucking cave savage now, where she was going to kill the sheriff on spot if he didn't stop breathing.
Yeah.
Like, I did like that.
Well,
Yeah.
think about it. She's got to be a savage if she
Survive 10 of them in a wounded leg.
She literally just starts killing creatures like ridiculously fast and quick. Like I think she like stabs one immediately like through its mouth.
Yeah, like, is there anything hotter than a wounded woman killing creatures?
You love Juno.
Like, literally, though.
Yeah.
So hot.
Did you like the film Juno?
Yeah, cheeseburger phone. All I remember from that movie is that Ellen Page is pregnant, her dad is J.K. Simmons, and there's a cheeseburger phone.
You love the cheeseburger phone.
That's literally the only 3 plot points I remember. I don't know anything else that happens in
Did
that
you
movie.
like the
Jason
arc and the inevitable like way this movie was going when like Rio started talking about her daughter and did the film for her daughter thinking that she
Literally
was gonna
did
die?
not care about that at all.
But like you didn't like how Sarah was just like basically like put herself in Rios' shoes and how her experience was and
Yes.
wanted to make sure that she would survive to see her daughter again.
I did like that. I like Sarah's motivation, I guess, where she's like, don't write your...
You liked it more for
eulogy.
Sarah's perspective.
Yes.
Okay, I agree.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I didn't really care so much about these characters
yes,
of Rios.
I guess that was my point.
But like Sarah's motivation for keeping Rios alive, I
Like,
respect it.
Yes. So obviously then you need Rios to do that to keep Sarah's motivation to get her to see her. So yes. So overall, it does make sense for the plot point of the movie.
Let's talk about the blood in this movie. I thought it was too bright. Do you guys agree?
Yeah, there are scenes where it's like really
Vibrant
bright.
red.
I was like, why is this blood so goddamn bright?
I don't mind it only because I'm a huge Dario Argento fan and his blood is like neon red at times. So I never really mind the vibrant blood splatter in movies. I'm actually a fan of it. Not just for this movie, just in general.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you, Shane.
Yeah. But you thought it was too bright?
It's too bright.
Did you like Did you like the Rios killing the creature where she took out her hairpin and stabbed it in the neck with it?
I did actually. What about you?
I thought it was cool.
Yeah.
That was a good
That's
kill.
the thing. The kills in this movie are very good, creative. All of them. There's a lot of good stabbings. I actually love the kill that's coming up. So the sheriff, Juno, they're going to meet with Sarah and they're going to meet with Rios. Sarah and Juno are going to get into a little scuffle because obviously Sarah tried to kill Juno the
They
last
like
time they met.
scuffled pretty immediately.
Yeah, like on site. It's an on site fight. And then, like, once they get together, Sarah's like, we have to go this way to get out. And the sheriff's like, well, Juno knows the way out this way. And Sarah's like, well, then why hasn't Juno gotten out? Which is fair. But then Juno explains her flashlight died. She couldn't do it. So the sheriff, in his ever stupid storyline, decides to handcuff himself to another human in a movie where you are in a tight ass cave.
100%. All of that and more as we take a commercial break and we dive right back into the cave.
What are we? The new NFL Red Zone adding commercials?
I just thought we would add an advertisement, even though there's not going to be an advertisement.
There is an advertisement. Have you ever wanted to see your cum blue?
Of course not.
If a company were to ever theoretically sponsor us, what company you think would take the dive?
Dude wipes.
That's actually a good answer.
Thank you. I'm on fire this episode.
That's good. That's a good. I'll probably McDonald's.
McDonald's would be another good one. So I was thinking Dude Wipes, right? Because one, Dude Wipes seems like pretty bro, and two, like this podcast shits a lot. So like, I'm just like, yo, Dude Wipes is where it's at. We also always have at least 3 things of Dude Wipes in our home at every moment because
we do.
like they're lit
For sure.
Especially their peppermint scented Dude Wipes, fantastic. It feels my butt leaving minty fresh. And this is not a paid ad.
No, it's not. Speaking of paid ads, there's gonna be a pretty crazy death scene. Talking about the sheriff's death.
Yes, so that's what I wanted to get to. So they need to go one by one over literally rocks that are barely held together. The smart thing to do is to uncuff yourself and go one by one.
Yeah.
For some reason, the sheriff thinks that Sarah's gonna run away again, even though they're all clearly going towards the exit. So he decides
The handcuff method.
yes, and they go over together and like.
He thinks he's in Detroit.
This is Jesus Christ. This is so stupid, right? Because like Juno is clearly proven to be, she doesn't care, she just wants to survive. So like they fall over the side. The sheriff is dangling, and he thinks they're gonna save him. But like Juno clearly is just trying to get out, so she's like, just carve his hand off and let's move.
Is it? I think it's Rios.
She does it,
The
but Juno's
deputy.
the one who says to do it.
Yeah. So she's struggling, but she's the one that's like literally cutting his hand. And I'm actually surprised that as he's holding on for dear life, and there's like 2 of them that are like trying to drag him down into the
Yeah.
abyss, that like this first second that she's not carving his skin, he would just let go of it.
I
He
know.
actually holds
He
on
holds tight.
until that hand is completely severed
Yeah.
for him to drop, which I don't actually know if that would happen.
I have no clue. But he falls down the crev and he is dead. And then we get to the final chamber. And this last chamber...
It's your favorite chamber.
Yes, because it's the feeding chamber. You know I love to feed. So they're in the feeding chamber, and there's 3 of them. And they're going to do a sneak attack. But, surprise, Greg has survived the abyss fall, completely undamaged, no broken legs, no shattered skull, pelvis intact. And he's going to grab them, spook one. They're going to have a little creature fight, and they're having this epic creature fight. There's blood everywhere. There's stabs everywhere. But Juno, she's getting overpowered by the big one. This is the meaty one. This is Grandpapa. This is Ed's Grandpapa. And they're fighting, and they're going. And Juno's going to get her fucking ribs just ripped out.
Clawed off.
Like crazy. And then Sarah is going to kill that one to save Juno, and they have a sweet little cry together because she's like, oh, Juno, you fucked my husband, and it's okay now because this is the sequel. And
And you named the cave after me, I think.
yeah, this is a fucking Sarah Borneo Cave of Power or something. And it's just like... It was upsetting because, like, I didn't need Sarah and Juno to have a moment of connection back together.
But they were friends at one point.
They were, but, like, I like that, like, Sarah's like, yo, you fucked my dead husband. Fuck you.
I love that going into the movie. Like,
Right.
of the, that's what made the first movie so good with the mystery. I think this movie just like they had to like I guess bring a piece of the first movie back for the
Yes.
fans, and I guess I don't know if that was the right one or like right way to do it to bring like somebody back or bring the element back, but that's the one that they ended up going with.
Like, I guess the idea is sometimes you have to forgive. But, like, was that really needed in this movie? I guess is my point.
I don't think so. Like I said, I do like them bringing something back. I just don't know if this was the way to do it.
Yeah.
Especially because, like, she was so dead. She was so left for dead in the first movie that bringing her back, it's kind of senseless.
Yes, I agree.
So, yeah, the forgiveness is, I guess because it did happen, the forgiveness was, I guess, somewhat important for this film.
Yes, it is. It is. So it happens. She forgives Juno right before Juno dies. And I guess the idea of moving on and forgiving and accepting the things that have happened to you is what leads to Sarah sacrificing herself to save Rios.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's the whole daughter thing, too.
Yes.
I think that plays a big part of it when she was doing the death video for her daughter, thinking that, like, Rios was not going to, like, survive the experience. And she's just like, yeah, my daughter's dead, so I don't really got much to live for. Sure, I can have a cave in my name, but, like,
Do I really
all
need
my
it?
friends are dead, and they're also heathens, and they take it slow. So I'm probably just going to, I'm just going to yell.
Yeah. So Sarah lets out a yell. She gets overrun by all of the creatures. Rios climbs her way up. Rios runs through the forest. And Mike, I'll let you finish this one off.
Yeah, so
This is not your favorite scene in the movie.
I hated this shit. So fucking the deer hitter, Ed,
Yeah.
his grandpappy, rest in peace, Pappy, fucking takes a shovel and just clocks this woman, and then it just fucking ends.
Yeah. Well, he puts her at the feeding hole.
Right.
And
right.
then it ends.
She's like, and then just smacked on the head with a shovel.
It is such a cliched, stupid, unnecessary stinger of an ending. I fucking hated it.
And you're like, oh my God, that's why he winked at her in the beginning. And he literally winks at Rios.
Yes.
That's the shitty writing in this movie. It's like
know.
almost as if like it was gonna happen.
Right.
He winks specifically at her, no one else.
Right. He's like,
And she's the one that survives.
It's like you got main character syndrome. Wink.
yeah.
You are the
As
final
if he knew she would be the only one to make it out.
Right, because like if I'm actually Ed and I'm looking at that group, I'm like, it's got to be one of the cavers, right? I'll wink at fucking Greg or something. Like, why am I winking at Rio?
I thought he was winking for a sexual punch up. I also think he might have been winking because she was the only woman of color in the group.
Right.
And then maybe he had a fetish for the color.
Yeah.
Like someone we know.
Someone who's
Wink at Matt. That was a wink at Matt. But yeah, that's the end of the movie, and I'm gonna go into my rating instantly because the movie is over. Oh,
Want to do a rewrite or now?
oh yeah, you had a rewrite.
Yeah,
did,
yeah,
you did,
I
you
agree.
did.
Listen up, folks. We're not going back to meet up with missing cavers or find out what happened. It's Halloween night in the Appalachian cave system. You got Randall Man with no police procedure dressing up as the sheriff. You got Deputy Rios who's dressing up as a mom. Then you have the trauma patient, the cave leader who doesn't know how to lead in the caves, the woman that gets in the boulder choke, and Swinger Greg are all going to go down there with no knowledge of the cave system. And that's my rewrite, essentially, is that they're not experts in their field, and this was a Halloween party.
I kind of love it. It sounds like a Halloween.
The movie could have been called Halloween in the Choke.
Or we just call it like Choke Me Daddy.
Oh my God.
Okay.
All right, we won't call it that. But I love it. It actually would have been better than this movie.
Like, choke her daddy?
Ooh.
Or like choke her grandpappy?
Oh, because that would tie it into the end of the movie if it's Choker Grandpappy.
That's, I was going with it, but it's really his grandpappy.
Also,
True,
like
true.
after that rewrite, let's get serious. Can you actually have PTSD to such a severe level that you forget like a year's worth of?
So it has happened where people have had such trauma they forget parts of their life.
That's so
what
fucking
if
crazy.
Is it just the trauma or the injury? Because like,
It's that a lot of so like some people's trauma is so severe their brain almost tries to block it out so they can't remember it. Now you could say that's fake or not because obviously you never truly know if what people are saying is real or not. But it has been recorded that it has happened. Like I said, with people you never know. Everyone's really good at lying for the most part. So who knows if it's real or not? But it has happened before.
So it's safe to say it was more of likely a brain
Injury. Yeah, that's possible. I mean, she literally was in a cave in the dark for like how long were they in there? Like a day or two.
yeah.
So, and she did watch all of her friends get brutally murdered and killed her own friends. So, like, that's a lot to unpack in a day.
Yeah.
So,
I'm excited for your rating.
oh yeah. Actually, like I said, you're gonna be shocked. I'm gonna give this a 5. I do hate this movie. I hate that actually this movie exists. I think this movie never should have existed. But with that said, I can't. It's not like say
like how-
Slenderman
Okay.
or like Truth or Dare
Stop
or
it.
like
the movie's great.
or like those like just really shitty movies we watch where there's like nothing of value. Like this movie, for as stupid and unnecessary as it is filmed well, is acted well besides the sheriff. because even though we don't like the sheriff character, I also think he does a terrible job in the movie.
Yeah.
I do think like the cavers do a good job. I think Sarah's still good. I still think Juno's good. So like, it's not like this like dumpster fire of a movie. Its biggest flaw is that it shouldn't exist.
So you wanted them to feel more like lost.
Yeah, I actually just didn't want the movie to happen. Because I think, and it happens to a lot of movies, Brian will attest to this, there's so many unnecessary sequels where the movie is just a good standalone story. Like, this did nothing to help the first movie. If anything, it takes away from the first movie.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest sin you can have in a sequel, is that you make the first movie, you cheapen the first movie. So, like, yeah, is this movie filmed well, acted well, like, shot well? Like, are the scenes claustrophobic at times still? Yes. But as a whole, this movie sucks.
But you wanted them to be so lost that, like, say, like Matthew Fox was in the movie.
Yes.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, it needed to happen. Like, I needed to see John Locke. But, like...
And the smoke monster.
Exactly. But, yeah, no. Like, if you're not like me, where you don't absolutely despise that this movie exists, I do think there is a universe where you'll like it. So I will give it a fair 5 out of 10. I actually think that is my most unbiased number I can give it.
Okay, I'm going to go a little lower to a 4.
That is actually crazy that I'm not going to be the lowest rating.
Because in my opinion, this movie is filled with dumb characters.
Okay.
And it's overall dumb and kind of useless. But as we said before, if this movie was named something else, and if it wasn't pitted against a pretty classic movie,
Yeah, agreed.
it would be better. But it is the second Descent. And it kind of... This movie's not like dog shit.
No, exactly.
Also, the blood is too bright for me.
Okay.
It's like blinding at times.
It's kind of like looking into Matt's future. It's so bright.
Yeah, no, like a diamond.
I got you, buddy. Yeah. Oh, the ending. God damn it.
Oh, should I knock a point off the ending?
I certainly did.
Yeah, I probably should have.
Yeah, I don't know. The monsters, I guess they're chill. They're cool.
I like them for what they are. There was too much of them in this one, but
I didn't need to be beat over the head with like, this is a shit pit, and then we'll have the monster shit in the shit pit. 4, decent 4.
all right, Bri.
I think the how and the why in the ending are very good questions because, like, yeah, the fact that he's involved, yeah, how does he communicate? Why would he keep communicating? Yeah, it's.
Do you
it's
guys
something.
think that maybe like he was on the verge of death, and then he fed them like a deer, and then like he just kept feeding them?
I actually know like it sounds like a joke. I truly do believe he has the connection with the grandpa.
It's the grandpa.
I truly believe that.
It's just crazy that the grandpappy is one of those things.
It's just yeah, I don't know,
A
man.
Nosferatu beast of the cave.
All right, we'll go. Let Brian finish his, and then I actually want to hear it.
I mean, so my rating is also a 5.
Okay.
And it's not like I hated this movie because I do think there's a glimmer in some scenes of some bright spots, like the daughter relationship, the letting her like Sarah sacrificing herself at the end and then letting her go. My biggest thing is because I agree. I also don't think this is a sequel that needed to happen, specifically because number one, the heart element is completely removed. You know exactly what they are and they overshare them. It feels more of like an full-on action film more than a horror movie. And the character motivations and the way that they get into the cave and why they're there is so painfully unnecessary. Now, when they're in the cave, the kills are pretty cool. But like I said, it's primarily because it feels more or less like these beasts throwing themselves at the cavers relentlessly than anything else. And what is it, like 1 million of them? So yeah, I mean, I think it kind of devalues the film after a while. So yeah, I'd say it's middle of the road. It's like a 5. Oh, you're saying he keeps them in the cave.
So he's keeping them satisfied.
Yeah.
Okay.
Keeping them in the cave.
So there's nothing to back this up because you never see these. No, what I'm gonna say, because you never see them leave the cave. But I've seen like other films explore with like subterranean creatures not being able to be in daylight. So I wonder if they went out, the sun would like fry them.
I assume like in the daylight they would actually be at a more of a disadvantage because they kind of use the darkness to their advantage. So
Yeah, I mean, either way, they don't go into it, but just like they can't move to vision. They have no sight. That it's all sound. So I don't know how they would do with all of the noises of where they are with roads and highways and cars
Probably
and
terrible.
bugs and.
they are pretty much man-bat.
I can't wait for the third movie where they do take a city, and then the fourth movie they go to space.
And then the 8th movie where they go to Manhattan.
That's great.
This might be the biggest plot twist of the entire show we've ever had, where I was the tied for the highest for this movie.
Yeah, especially how negatively talk. Because I think you hated the movie more than it was a bad movie, if that makes sense.
Yes, I hate this movie at a 1, but I can't give it that. Like, it doesn't deserve a 1.
Yeah, I mean, like, again, it's coming off the heels of a very, very, very good.
Yes.
Really just like female-driven horror movie, which is honestly quite rare.
Because nowadays they're like, you know what? There's never been a good female-led horror movie. Let's just remake it a one with a man lead character and put women in it because that works every time.
Yeah, it is kind of rare to have like an either all male or all female cast with because like obviously there's no like codependent. It's like really just like. And that is rare. The first one just had really good character conflict.
Yep.
And it was just fucking interesting and scary.
And it's the point, like, I feel like people need to start making more. It doesn't matter if it's a man or a girl being your lead or the majority of the cast. If you actually write them a compelling story, it'll be interesting.
Yeah, you just have to use those factors.
Exactly.
Make it make sense.
Exactly. All right, so eulogy-wise, I can't believe I'm going to do this, but I think the sheriff was my
I agree.
most satisfying favorite kill of the movie.
I agree. It's either that or I think the sacrifice at the end. But I'm going to agree. I'm going to go with the sheriff, too, because I can't believe he had that strong grip.
Yeah.
There was like tendons hanging on, and the man still held on.
Gripping through the tendons.
Which is crazy because he's easily the worst character in this
Yeah, he
movie.
is. He is the most senseless character.
What was his name, just before
I think his name was Vanes.
Sheriff Baines.
Vanes.
Vaines?
With a V.
Oh, okay. So, Sheriff Vaines. Sheriff. There it is. Sheriff Vaines. You are horrible.
The weakest link.
My God. The weakest link I've ever seen. You make, like, any police department we've ever reviewed look competent. Like, that's how bad he was. Like, he was terrible at his job. He was a horrible police officer. He doesn't know the physics of rocks at all. Like, why is he... the more I've thought about this, right? Like, if this is like a pro, need to know how to cave, like, movie, why is a fat, like, fucking 60-year-old cop in this cave to begin with like no experience? Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? You are a horrible person, and I hope you are tormented forever by the people in our Necronomicon, because you deserve nothing but the worst in the afterlife.
Do you think he was like a villainous character?
Yes, I do. I think he was more of a villain than the bat creatures.
He kind of put them in jeopardy, so.
Yeah.
Really without like any sort of
reason or logic.
Logic, or even just like security. Like they don't have guns. Like there's like one gun.
Yeah. It was poorly.
Then again,
poorly
you
done.
could say you probably shouldn't have guns in a cave, but then have like a knife or something. Like equip yourself with.
Yeah. Sometimes you have to bring a knife to a gunfight.
I mean, if you have a bunch of missing people, you'd think so, right? Like something happened in those fucking caves.
Because Dan even says though, he's like, I thought this was a missing person case. Like, why are you bringing a gun?
Yeah.
So, all right, that is The Descent 2, and thank the Lord we never have to talk about this again, and The Descent is finally put behind us. And now next week, we also are going to finally put something in our rear view mirror, a movie I have dreaded having to talk about for quite some time. I'm sure Brian hasn't even looked forward to this one.
Yeah, I think I proposed it too.
You did, but it's time to get it over with. We are going to review Silent Hill Revelation 3D. Is that actually the full title?
I think the title is Silent Hill Revelation, but I think the 3D is like another title, like a working alternative title or something.
So yes, we are doing the sequel to Silent Hill.
Okay.
So with that said, we are the final podcast signing off, and we will see you next week where we discuss, did Pyramid Head really need a ending fight scene with a Cenobite?
Sure.
Yeah, why was the missionary like such a Cenobite?
Right? It looked like a Cenobite.
Yeah, I don't know. Alrighty, we are the Final Podcast, new horror movie reviews every single Monday. Tune in next week and please listen to us on any podcast platform as well as subscribe on the YouTube, and we'll see you next week.
Fuller joke.
Sequel September returns.